know so that I know that it actually works, which would be, nice. So, why does it show Geschichte with Kaylee and not History with Kaylee? Because I updated the channel name for multiple languages. So, yeah, that's why. It's not very interesting. Um, I'm not sure if anyone can hear me. Would be nice. Probably a bit early. Everyone's stuck in commercials, ads, and whatever. So yeah, I'll wait for a second. Hello, Henrik. Hope you can hear me. No idea. Yes, can hear. Okay, thank God. Good to know. So, hi everyone. Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Amsterdam time. And yeah, I thought it would be good to explain to you guys that small changes are going to be made on the channel. I'm going to be focusing more on the hominids and the ancestral line of humans and the hominids that have died out in the past, including the Denisovans, Homo floresiensis, Homo heidelbergensis, Homo antecessor, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I think it will be good to dive into the different species that have been here. So we're going to talk a bit about that. I also want to mention very quickly, now that I see her in the chat, Megalith Hunter, she's in the house. Definitely go and subscribe to her. She makes these amazing videos about the ruins on like Sicily and Malta, and she does these frequent news updates, which I personally really love. And I'm actually going to Malta in February, and I will be staying with her, and she and I will be visiting ruins on Malta together. And I'm I'm beyond excited for that to like happen. She's really nice, and I would love for you guys to check out her channel and her work and support her because she absolutely deserves it. So definitely do that. Just wanted to say that quickly at the start because I know most people click off after a few minutes, so got this out first. Very nice. So yeah, the hominids. I've always been interested in the hominids, in the lineages of different humans and human species. The first fire makers, the first hunter gatherers, the way they invented things, the way they did things, how they died out, because they all went extinct, which is not very nice, but it's part of life, I guess. But yeah, I think it will be good to take the time and fully research, yeah, the tree of life. You know, you know. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited for Malta. Like, oh my god. Ah, I can't wait. I've never been. I made a video last year about the Menidra temple complex, and I was absolutely fascinated and intrigued by just the entirety of Malta. So the fact that I'm actually going there within a month and a half or something, it's like, oh, my brain just can't comprehend this. Oh my god. But yeah, Megalith Hunter, she's in the chat. Click on her name, follow, subscribe. She's also got an Instagram page and a Twitter, and she's active on Facebook. So, I mean, just follow her everywhere. It's worth it. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, hominids. Like I said, I've always been interested in hominids, and the footprints on white sands in New Mexico that I covered on the channel, just, I don't know, it made me more interested in it. And then the interview I did with Professor Alberg from the Uppsala University just made it even more apparent to me that this is something that I would want to dive into. And so I made that Neanderthal farming hypothesis video, and apparently you guys really like that. So to me that feels like I'm going into the right direction, which is why in at least the upcoming weeks I will predominantly focus on the hominids. I'm trying to contact two Dutch specialists on Homo floresiensis. That's like the hobbit men from like Indonesia. They were like the tiny ones, you know, they're not big, but like the tiny ones. Yeah, I want to interview these two experts, probably separately, and those will be separate videos from like my own Homo floresiensis video. So I want them and their expertise knowledge to be shown on my channel so that you guys have the best information possible. And I'm trying to see if I can find someone who's an expert, but probably through them I'll find someone who's like the expert on the Homo heidelbergensis and Homo antecessor, and see where we can go from there. I'm currently working on the Denisovan script, and I can already tell you that the Denisovan script won't be as long and won't be as in-depth as the Neanderthal intelligence script, but that's because there's a lot less known about the Denisovans. We've only got partial fragments from skeletons, and some of them are like just like one finger bone from one person. Like that's it. Or like a jaw fragment. It's not enough to know a lot. We just know that at the Denisova cave in Siberia, Denisovans, Neanderthals, and later on modern humans have lived together. So everything we find there could be created or used by either the Neanderthals, the Denisovans, or the modern humans. We don't know exactly what was made or created or used by the Denisovans. We just know that we have DNA fragments, we have bone fragments. We can, from the DNA, we can sort of make reconstructions on what they possibly could have looked like. Lots of like you have these skull pictures of like modern humans, and then Neanderthals, they're a bit bigger, and then the Denisovans are like a lot bigger. So people often think that, oh, the Denisovans were like a giant species, and probably not. They were probably very, very similar to the Neanderthals because their DNA sequence and genomes look most closely or resemble that of the Neanderthal most, and not modern humans. So they probably looked a lot like Neanderthals. And it's even thought that the Denisovans are actually like a sister species of the Neanderthals. So it's like Neanderthal 2.0 or something, you know? So yeah, so the Denisovan video will probably, in my personal opinion, be a little bit of an... People make it like, oh, Denisovans, they're amazing, and we don't know much. And all that you've heard that is like this grand and amazing stuff, it's probably like, it's amazing. Someone just said it was amazing and just attributed a lot to them, but we cannot be sure. We don't know. So, yeah. I'm just rambling before I get into any questions because I just want the information out that I want to put out. After the Denisovan video, I will be looking into Homo floresiensis. And to me, that is actually most exciting because Homo floresiensis are like the hobbit people. They're the small ones from Indonesia, from the Isle of Flores, and I feel we have quite a bit of information about Homo floresiensis, and I can make at least 2 or 3 videos myself about Homo floresiensis and the things they found there. And then on top of that, I have these 2 experts that hopefully I can interview both of them in English, but otherwise I will interview one of them because the other is battling a disease. So I will see how that goes, if we do a written thing or if we can do like a Zoom call. Either way, the information will get to you guys because I do feel like you deserve the most up-to-date information about Homo floresiensis from the mouths of the experts, because that's what I do. I would like to give the experts a chance to tell you guys what it is they know. On top of that, at the end of this month or early February, I will be doing a three-way Zoom call with Professor Alberg again, and an expert. I'll just call him Grej because I have to practice his last name and I don't want to disrespect him. So, but he is the expert on fossilized footprints and how all that works. I want to make a video for you guys explaining exactly and in entire detail how footprints get fossilized. And I'm trying to see if we can have like sort of animation stuff for it. I have to ask Professor Alberg if he can help me create them. But I want you guys to completely understand how a footprint can get fossilized and how that process works. Because I've seen a lot of misinformation and just massive question marks around how footprints get fossilized. And since I've been talking about fossilized footprints a bit now on the channel, I feel like we need to dive into that and give you guys the information of how that works. So that will be a three-way Zoom call either in the end of January or early February, depending on when everyone like has time. And I need to like do my own research for that as well, on top of everything else that I'm doing. But yeah, I like that. So those are the things that you can at least expect on the channel. So for the first couple weeks, we will be taking trips into like the hominids, the different hominids. Then in between that, I will still do new discovery videos. I will probably make one or two either tech videos or structure videos. I've seen someone ask again for Mace How. Yes, Mace How will eventually be covered on the channel. Just relax. It might just take a year or two. Like, I don't know. I'm just seeing where this stuff will take me. And I will also probably be looking into how like an animal or whatever, like things get fossilized. It's not just the footprints, but I first want to like cover the footprints and fossilization of that, because the fossilization process of footprints is very different to normal fossilization processes. So probably eventually make a video on like the main differences between the two. We'll see. So yeah, I think I got most of the information out that I wanted to word vomit out of here. I like to word vomit. I like to talk a lot. That's me. So yeah, if you guys have any fun questions, good questions, interesting questions, intriguing questions, let me know, because I'm here right now. I'll be here for at least about an hour. It depends on how I feel. I got my booster shot earlier today, and I don't know, I think the lady panicked a lot. Because, yeah, she shot me with a booster shot and apparently she hit a vein. So that started bleeding and she panicked quite a bit and she like turned white and she didn't feel good. And I was there and I was like, yeah, that hurt a lot more than the first two shots, but I can't panic because the woman is already panicking. So, I mean, better not for me to panic as well. Wouldn't help anyone. So yeah, also, now that I've said the fossilized footprint stuff that I'm gonna look into, I've seen a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, I mean a lot of people tell me that there are dinosaur footprints with human footprints fossilized. And no, those are not human footprints. I'm just gonna tell you right now, those are not human footprints. Those are the front legs of the dinosaur that are sort of dragged instead of like pulled up. That dinosaur dragged its feet a bit and then pushed them into the sand. And the way the dinosaur did that made it look like it could possibly be a human footprint, but it's not. It's already determined, it's been researched. Professor Alberg and I talked about it while I was in Sweden at the University of Uppsala. I mean, he and I actually sat there on his workday and we talked for 45 minutes in his office. Little did we know that we talked for 45 minutes. The only thing I remember is that someone else came into the room like, Professor Albert, we need you to do this, this, and that. And we were like, oh yeah, we've been talking for a while. Oops. So I took him from his work for nearly an hour. Sorry. Forgive me. But yeah, it was fun. We talked about a lot of things and things for the channel as well. So that was really good. So now that that's out of the way, I'm very happy. So yeah, again, for the people that just joined, go check out Megalith Hunter on YouTube, check her out on Instagram, and check her out on Twitter and even Facebook, because I will be staying with her in the end of February. We're just gonna, on Thursday, we're gonna like do the whole thing of like booking everything and just get it done. So after Thursday, we know dates, but for now, it's just end of February. I will be going to Malta, and she'll be taking me to ancient sites, and we will collect the shit out of it. And I'm very excited. Oh my god, I'm beyond excited. So yes, check her out. So everyone can hear me. I'll see if we can have a question or whatever, because I'm now going to drink my Malibu pear, as per usual. And DC surfaces, no, they're not human footprints. It is, like, it's been researched, it's known without a doubt, those are not human footprints. There weren't even humans when dinosaurs lived more than 60 million years ago. It's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. And I mean, you've watched my stuff. You know that I talk about actual history and not what people want to believe. I look at the facts and I look at theories and then I cross-check them. Could this theory be factual? If not, then that's just a fun theory. But the facts are the facts. And I mean, I've spoken with enough professionals at this point in time that I do believe that they're speaking the truth when they tell me that, yeah, no, these are the facts. There were many hominids over the last 2 million years. Yes, Tim Smith, there absolutely were. So we have a lot to cover, which is why I'm telling you that we are going to be taking a trip into the hominids for like a couple weeks. Might even be 2 or 3 months, depending on how much information I can discover and uncover. And whoo, like, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. And yes, dinosaurs are still alive. They're flying about. All the birds that we see today are dinosaurs. Just flying dinosaurs with feathers. So instead of holidays coming, I suppose hominids are coming. I do like that joke, Robert. It's a good one. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, the jewelry of the Denisovans, like at the Denisova cave. I covered the marble bracelet, the marble ring, and like the fox's teeth. And I know that Matt from Ancient Architects covered the chloritolite bracelet, which is the green one. Definitely check out that video if you haven't, because it's amazing. But like, we can't be 100% sure that they're created by the Denisovans or the Neanderthals or modern humans. We just know that they were found at the Denisova cave, so they could be attributed to either of the three. That's the most difficult thing about the Denisovans, is we just don't know enough about them. So yeah, we need to know, we need to uncover more about the Denisovans for sure. Like, I hope we get more information as time goes on. DNA has nothing to do with what something Can I English? No, I can't. I cannot English today. But DNA has nothing to do with what something looks like. Depends, Daniel Whitaker. It depends. It could give you clues to like hair color, skin color, eye color, things like that will be stored in your DNA. So we can somewhat find out what something looks like from like DNA. Although I would like to note that I want those people that do these reconstructions from DNA, I want them to take DNA from a living and breathing person and then recreate that person just from the DNA and then cross-reference that to the actual person so that we know how accurate it actually is. Because like with my DNA, my parents, my mom is a bit of a ginger, and she has like no natural eyebrows, no natural eyelashes, a bit reddish hair, freckles. My dad used to be like a white blonde. He's very bald since he was like 21, but when he was younger, he was like white blonde. And here I am with my strawberry blonde hair. I've got no freckles. My dad and mom both have blue eyes. I got green eyes. My oldest sister has blue eyes and freckles and blonde hair, and my other sister has blonde hair, a little bit of a freckle, and also blue eyes. I don't know. Like, would my DNA say that I've got green eyes instead of like my sister blue eyes? I don't know. So I would hope that they do things like that to make sure that their research is accurate as possible, as accurate as possible. I don't know. Why is someone saying Aryan? Can you just not use that term here? Thank you. I don't like it. It's not, no. It's not a nice term. Thank you. I'm just, you know, Northern European, Germanic descent. That's it. What is the first place you want to see, visit when you move to England? Visit or see, probably just, yeah, Stonehenge. I do really want to see and visit Stonehenge, but on the other hand, the fact that you have to stay away from it quite a distance, is that, I don't know. Is it gonna live up to the hype? I'm probably just gonna go to Avebury, to be completely honest. It's bigger. It's I can touch the stones theoretically. I'm not sure if I want to touch the stones, but you know, yeah. Let's see. History Explained is in the house. Hello. Nice to see you. I see that your channel is kind of blowing up at the moment. Absolutely amazing. Very happy for you. Do we have fun questions? I don't know. Thoughts on the controversial Dragon Man fossil? Henrik, DM me and we will look into that and we will see if we can like find anything because I'm intrigued, but I have no thoughts because I don't know enough. Tried to talk to Dr. Alice Roberts. I've sent Dr. Alice Roberts about 10 Twitter DMs and 2 emails, and so far, no luck yet, but I'll keep trying because I do hope to eventually get in contact with her and like give her an interview space on my channel and talk stuff because yes, that's what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, she's incredibly intriguing to me and I love her work and I feel like she deserves a spot on YouTube. Yeah. My perfect pronunciation on place names with the sites in Scotland. Well, CJC, thank you so much because I thought I butchered them all. So, very nice. What else do we have? You'll check if you have Malibu pear in Malta. Watermelon is alright, or like normal Malibu. I like everything with Malibu. I'm a bit of a Malibu freak. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, human footprints with dinosaurs. It indeed is very hilarious, and it's just not a thing. It's cute, but no. It's fun, but no. We did not live the Flintstones lifestyle in real life. It's a fun thing, but no. Yeah. Let's see. I saw a thing. Was there a race of giants? Not that I know of. So, I mean, like animals and things used to be bigger in the past, and they got smaller over time. I think it has to do with like the oxygen and the atmosphere and like the chemical substances of all that. I'm not good at chemistry, so don't quote me on anything I just said. But yeah, I personally don't feel like there was a race of giants. No. We have large humans, and we even have them in modern times, but I mean, not necessarily giants. Okay, Henrik just DM'd me. Good dude. Good dude. Good Dane. He's a Dane. He's from Denmark. Did you find anything about the first human found? First human found? Oh, you mean the first Homo sapien? Yeah, in Morocco. Yes, I have heard about it. Like I said, I am going to look into it, and it will all be covered in their own videos. I've made a playlist on the channel called Hominids, and every hominid video that we will be making in the upcoming weeks will be put there. All videos will be put in that playlist, so if you're only on my channel and you're only interested in like the hominid stuff, you can just find it in a playlist and you can just not look at anything else I do, although that would make me cry, but I mean, to each their own. Turkey Rex? Yes, Turkey Rex. Like that. Earthling John. Like that. And yeah, there are mounds in North America. Burial mounds and earth mounds. So, yeah. Do you support bringing back extinct species through DNA research? Jim Smith. It depends. It depends on... like, do we want to bring back mammoths? They've been extinct for quite a while. And no, I don't want Jurassic Park to actually happen because we would all die. Like, we don't want that. But, like, the Tasmanian tiger that got extinct less than 150 years ago, or I think less than 100 years ago, something like that, we could possibly look into bringing them back. I don't see the harm in something like that. They got extinct because we humans hunted them to extinction. So yeah, if we have the technology and we are able to like bring animals like that back, yes, but no dinosaurs, no mammoths. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, someone is divorcing. Okay, well then you've divorced. Okay. No, I don't have kids. For the people asking me if I have kids, no, I don't. And that's okay. Not everyone has to have kids, you know? Not everyone is able to have kids, and it's actually a bit disrespectful to ask people if they are pregnant and stuff like that. Just don't do that, ever, to anyone. Don't ask people when they're gonna have kids. Don't ask people when they're gonna have a serious relationship or when they're gonna get married. It's not for you to know. People just live their life, just like you live your life, you know? Let's not do that. Hopefully visit Stonehenge at the midwinter solstice. I mean, I would probably prefer it at like the summer solstice first, if I can. So yeah, for the people who think that this is boring, I'm sorry. Like, this is just me rambling and talking, and this is just how I am in real life. It's just that, you know, I'm here. The growth of like History Explained slowed down a lot recently. Was hoping to ride the wave to 100k, but YouTube cut me off. Sorry, dude. I'm trying to get to 50k, and it like, yeah, I feel you. I feel the pain. Like, some days I gain 500 subs, and other days I gain 20. I have no idea. It's weird. YouTube just being YouTube. How many species are there in the Denisovan group? When they first announced them, it was 3. Now I'm hearing 5, 6. Yeah, Stupid Minotaur. Wait for like a couple days until I've got my Denisovan video on the channel, because I will be covering that information. So yeah, I mean, it would be a shame if I already told you in this video, because I'm creating an entire script and video about it. And again, no, I'm not pregnant. Stop asking me. I don't like that question. It's probably never gonna happen. Leave me alone about that. Thank you. What else do we have? Did you notice that the cynical historian put your Doggerland video on the Best of History Tube 2021 playlist, Robert Pizer? Yes, yes, I did, because I am actually in their Slack group, and he asked me to enter a video for that list, and I put in my Doggerland video because at that point in time I was mostly proud on that video. And he asked me to like put in the video that was my favorite or the one I was most proud of. And yeah, it was really nice for him to include me in that list because I've only been in the Slack group for about a month, maybe 2, something like that. I don't know. Not that long, at least. What else do we have? A lot of big maybes. Yeah, I think between 70 and 90% of history is like maybe. Unless we have like the actual facts. Most of the majority will just be the massive question mark and maybe in the back of your mind because we just don't know. We don't know until we discover something or that we find things out. Which to me is like the fun of it because you can, theorize. And when you theorize or hypothesize, you can eventually possibly uncover new information. Yeah. What else do we have? Forrest Galanti had a great argument on bringing species back on Joe Rogan's podcast. Which podcast was that? I need to probably look back. I've missed quite a bit so far. With the focus on hominids, is Kaylee becoming a people person? Well, I'm now a hominid lady. I changed it from like the word that I'm not gonna say to hominid. So hey, I'm improving. I'm reinventing myself. But yeah, no, I'm becoming the hominid lady. Yes, yeah. Let's just keep it at that. Because my Neanderthal farming hypothesis video has almost nearly the same amount of views that the joke video got for my birthday. So yeah, again, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just, if you're here to hear me say that one word, I'm just sorry. It's not gonna happen. We're just not gonna do that. Is there any proof that the Denisovans had tails, Nathan? No, there's no proof. I don't think they've had more of a tail than we modern humans have. By the way, I do not have a tail. Because I don't have a tailbone anymore. It got surgically removed. So yeah, no, I'm a tailless human. And all y'all got tails. And, you just can't wiggle them. I feel for you. Like you have a tail and you can't even use it for fun. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like personal questions, like if you're here for just personal questions and you want to make me feel uncomfortable, good luck. It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna like either gloss over it or make fun of your question because, I'm just here for history. History is my passion. My personal life is not my passion, and it shouldn't be yours either. Like, just focus on the history and focus on the fun stuff, okay? Thank you. Are you aware of R. Olson? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Huyatlaco in Mexico, village dated to be from 250,000 years ago. I have no idea. Never heard of that before. Probably have to like see what I can find. So yeah, what sites would I like to visit in the United States? The Serpent Mound. There's so much. There's still so much that I want to see in like the United States. You guys got fun stuff like Mesa Verde in I think it's in Arizona. Not sure. Like I'm not that great at like U.S. geography, but I think Mesa Verde was like in the desert in Arizona somewhere, and yeah, I just want to see that the cutout, village or town or what would you call it? it's cut out from like the rock. So it's very interesting, intriguing, and yeah, I would want to see that for sure. It literally says pregnant mummy. Yeah, that was the people did not see this video, but I created a follow-up video on the discovery of the first ever pregnant mummy last year in May, and there was new information that came out, and I created a video about it, which is why it says pregnant mummy, and the video completely flopped. It doesn't even have 4,000 views at this point because people didn't see it. They did not watch it. So if you're confused as to why this says pregnant mummy, it's not because I'm pregnant, it's because I created a video with this being the subject, because this letterboard only has my subject. It has nothing to do with me personally. Nothing. So I'll switch that around so that new people that come in a minute don't get confused that I'm a pregnant mummy, because I'm not. You know. So, what else do we have? Let's see. Oh, wow, a friend from like a very, very, very long time ago, Redmar, is here. It's indeed strange to see the girl from high school so big on YouTube. It's been over 10 years we spoke together. Thanks, dude. Thanks. It's super weird for me to have like people that I know in real life that find my channel and then watch my stuff, and it's weird. It's super weird for me that, you know, people that I haven't spoken to in like 14 or 15 years suddenly like contact me and, oh, you do YouTube, and I'm like, don't watch my stuff, don't. Yeah, sorry. It's very strange. So yeah, what else do we find? If modern humans enslave, exterminate, segregate, discriminate, rape, kill other modern humans, could any other hominid species coexist with modern humans? John Irby. That's a good question. I feel like that's a good question. We don't know if it's in the nature of just modern humans to be this way. We're not sure if Neanderthals, Denisovans, Homo heidelbergensis, Homo floresiensis, Homo antecessor, if they were like this. We just don't know. I personally like to think that it's just us Homo sapiens that we're like the bastards here. Sorry. I said in my intelligence video, I think it was, the Neanderthal intelligence video, that I feel like they had some form of communication because, you know, to mate, I thought you need a form of communication. And people were attacking me in the comments section that, no, you don't need communication to rape someone. Because, like, English is hard at the moment. Consent is, according to them, a modern conception, or like a modern thing. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with the fact that consent is a modern thing. I do feel like if a Neanderthal woman and a Homo sapien man, if like they wanted to mate, I do feel like that Neanderthal woman would have had to give the Homo sapien man consent. She was bigger, she was stronger. If she didn't want him to do anything with her, nothing would happen. Like, she could kill him if she wanted to. Let's be honest. There had to be a form of communication at the very least. Sorry. And, like, I don't think that consent is very new or modern. You need to communicate to be able to hunt. You need to communicate to be able to build shelter. You need to communicate to be able to provide food. Communication is like the number one thing that sets us humans, Homo sapiens, apart from animals. We have verbal communication. I do feel like animals have a way of communication. It's just not verbal in the way that we humans have it. But the verbal communication made us able to work together and evolve as a species. So, yes, and yes, animals, like I said, animals do communicate in different way. They do it mostly through body language and scent. They can leave scent like a dog, like a dog pees somewhere. A female dog pees somewhere, and then a male dog comes along and he smells and he's like, a nice lady peed here. Like he knows that a nice lady peed there. You know, it's is it her time of the month or not? Like a dog can figure all that out from just smell. It is a form of communication. It's our verbal communication that we give things names and that we can then work together and create things or like hunt. When you're hunting, you need to know what you're gonna do. Like, am I gonna go all the way around? Am I gonna chase? Am I gonna trap? You need to communicate. It's simple as that. Um, Next question. Um, when I go to Malta, will I try to visit multiple sites? Floyd, yeah, I'm trying to. I'm not sure what a megalith hunter has envisioned for the trip to be, but I mean, I trust her and I know that she's got amazing footage and like she knows the best sites. So I'm just gonna put all my faith and trust into her, and I think that she'll make sure that I'll see everything that I definitely need to see. Like the once in a lifetime things to see, I think I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. I can't like say anything on that beyond that because we still need to like go over everything, and we'll do that on Thursday. What Neolithic sites in Northern Europe would you suggest if one were to have only a week or so to visit? Um, Stonehenge, like it depends on which country, because I mean we've got a lot of countries. We have stuff in Spain with like cave art and things like that. We have in France. I think if you want to see a lot, you could go to France. They have like dolmens, they've got menhirs, they've got stone alignments, they have a passage tomb, cavrines, um, cave art. But like France is a big country. In the Netherlands, we just have a couple of dolmens, like 54 of them, and like England and Ireland are mostly condensed. It's all packed. You could, you know, see a lot without having to travel too much. Like in France, it would take you longer, I think, to see things. Um, it depends on the country. Wade, sorry. How closely do archaeologists consult with cultural anthropologists? Do both disciplines have a consistent relationship? Vince Clorto. I hope they do, but I also know that some anthropologists are very, very set in their ways and their belief system, and that doesn't always align with the new information that is popping up and coming out. They don't always agree with that. Sometimes they try to withhold information or make sure that some information won't be published. So I cannot for, say anything about that beyond it. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see. How about a Zoom call with Lee Berger discovery of Homo naledi? I mean, if you I need to probably fix an email address and see if they can respond, because not everyone like responds because you know everyone has a life. So yeah, we'll see if I can like get someone on a Zoom call for the discovery of Homo naledi. Uh, is it connected to my tailbone? Nothing is connected to my tailbone anymore. I've only got like the last upper piece of the bone because, you know, your nerve ending is attached to that. I've got that. Beyond that, it's just gone. It disappeared into like thin air. Yeah. Yes, communication is key, like especially with, yeah, ancient humans, like Neanderthals, yeah. Thoughts on recreations of Neanderthal vocal cords showing they might have had very high-pitched voices? I'm not sure, Henrik. I think that they actually said that their pitch would have been lower because it was bigger. So, not sure. Is there any evidence that Neanderthals played music? I feel like there is evidence because we have found a flute. There was a bone flute. I actually almost covered this in a video. I need to quickly Google this. Oldest bone flute, because I think that that bone flute actually showed, yeah, the oldest musical instrument in the world, and I'm going to cover this in a future video in the hominid playlist, is a 60,000-year-old Neanderthal flute that was discovered in the Divje cave in Cerkno. I don't know where that is, but it's 60,000 years old. And there's also a 35,000-year-old flute from vulture bone in southwestern Germany. I think that was in the same cave as the Venus statue of Hollefels. So that was the Hollefels cave. And the Divje flute was discovered in Slovenia in 1995. So, okay. Yeah, I think that Neanderthals for sure had music. Do I think that Cleopatra's tomb will be finally found? No, I don't think so. I am not convinced that Cleopatra would have been buried in a tomb. I think she was fleeing from war. She would have been like, if the Romans were smart or like whatever threw her off, they probably burned her and discarded of her body. I don't think that we will find Cleopatra's remains. I think that she's lost forever. That's my personal opinion. So yeah. Let's see. Yes, Neanderthals had jewelry and stuff, absolutely, jewelry. And so they were intelligent. I've made a video about Neanderthal intelligence showing the things that they've created and evidence of their intelligence. So if you haven't seen that, after this live stream ends, you can go on my channel and it's actually the trailer of the entire channel. If you go to my homepage, it will just start playing. Click on that and enjoy. Neanderthal intelligence. They were incredibly smart. Absolutely. A Neanderthal female could have been taken prisoner by a Homo sapien group. This practice could have been done by all human species. Yes, but then again, of course, bad things have happened, but that doesn't mean that that's the norm. So yeah. Let's see. More drinks. More drinks. Let's see, what else do we have? Cetaceans use language. Humans have just not interpreted it yet. You can see decade-old explanations in my papers. Yes, Ken. Sure. That's right. I mean, animals do have a form of language, and like whales and dolphins and stuff, they do have a form of communicating with each other. So yeah, animals do have language and communication is very much needed to evolve as a species. That's my personal opinion. Hello, Matt from Ancient Architects. He usually says hi when I do stuff. Which European countries, in your experience, have done the best job of preserving their ancient sites and which could use some improvement in terms of preservation? Good question. When it comes to the preserving of ancient sites, I think Malta and France are doing a really good job. France even shut down the cave with the oldest cave art in France, and they recreated the entire cave right next to it, and you can go and visit the recreation and the original cave, the actual stuff is you just can't go there because your breath will give off moisture, and that moisture actually harms the paintings. The tens of thousands of years old cave paintings, get ruined if they don't do it like this. So they recreated the entire cave like in detail. So I do feel like they are doing an amazing job. I do feel that the Netherlands, England, Ireland, and Spain definitely need to step up their game when it comes to preservation. I do feel like England did a good job with Stonehenge, although they're keeping the people a bit too far away from Stonehenge at this point, which makes it very anticlimactic for the people who go there. So they need to figure out the balance for that. But yeah, I do feel like they need to step up their game. How accurate was G&M? Well, not sure because I've never read the books. Sorry. Don't come for me. Don't at me. Let's see. What else do we have? 4 Neanderthal can carry ton stones. No, they can't. It's not like they were some kind of sort of superhuman that had like 20 times the strength of one normal human. No. It's not like that. They were stronger and they were built to have energy of like short bursts, while Homo sapiens were more for like the marathon runner. They were like the sprinters. You could see it like that. Kalanish, I covered Kalanish on the channel already. That video flopped as well, but eventually gained some viewers. So yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah, I can't wait for the Malta trip either. Like, we spoke about it shortly. I think it was early December that we started, like, sort of maybe talking about it. Like, this could be a possibility. And both of us are still feeling like, yeah, we need to do this. So I'm very excited for that. I've never been and always wanted to go. Plus, I mean, like, February in the Netherlands is gray, cold, rainy, wet. Blech. Malta, it will be much better weather. So just for the weather alone, I'm already happy to be going. Cleopatra was forced to death. Yeah, I think they say that she committed suicide in like sort of detail that she did that. I'm not sure if she actually committed suicide or that she was, murdered and then they went with the story that she killed herself. For the people who tell me to go to Malta with Johanna James, dear people, Johanna has friends and family in Malta, and when I go to Malta, she's planning her own trip to sort of align with when I'm in Malta with Megalith Hunter, and so the three of us, three blonde, history-loving women, will be in Malta at the same time, and we will try to meet up, the three of us, and then have fun. So, yes, things will happen. Malta will be incredible for everyone involved, even you guys, the viewers of all three channels. So, yeah, subscribe to Megalith Hunter, subscribe to Johanna, subscribe to me, and yeah, join us on our Malta trip. And yeah, Hollefels Hollow Rock, I said that in the video about the Venus of Hollefels, which I made after the DONG video. I'm still not gonna say that actual word. I've told myself I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that lady anymore. I'm the hominid lady now. I'm a people person. People person. So yeah, English heritage only care about getting people to visit the gift shop? Not really, because if you're not interested in the heritage, you won't go there in the first place, and then by definition, you will not visit the gift shop. So, seeing cave paintings is on my bucket list, Jerry. Yeah, do it. Definitely do it. And indeed, yeah, the breath, the moisture in the breath will cause mold to grow in the caves. I think it's like the ooh, names. Ooh, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just not gonna say it. It's a cave in France. I'm absolutely gonna butcher the word. My French is not incredible, and not gonna do that. Just not. Just not gonna make a fool of myself today. I mean, I'm always making a fool of myself. Am I sad about Richard Leary's death? Yes, I am. I was really sad, and I have not shared much on my social medias about it because I only got to know more about him after he passed. Beforehand, I didn't know much, so it would be insensitive of me to pretend that like I cared a lot because I hadn't heard much about him before he passed. So yes, I am very sad that it went this way and now I can't like, you know, but I death is a part of life and it's cruel and it sucks. Like I lost my grandma in September and that was really hard on me because my grandma sort of raised me like a mom would. So she and I were very close and it hurts. But yeah, it's part of life and we will always have to learn how to live with it. Just like that. I mean, there's not much more that I could say about it. What else do we have? Wow, my chat just completely skipped, which I didn't want to. I was interested in the early man videos too. How many exoduses were there from Africa? 3, and we were the last one. Yes, Paul James. Going to look into it. So I'll just not say anything until I take the time to research because I like to properly research things before I open my mouth and talk about it. Also, to anyone or everyone in the chat telling me to say the DONG word, I'm not going to. I've said that word way more than enough during that video I made the day before my birthday. And it was 27 minutes long. So, I mean, if you want to hear me use that word, go watch that video. I've said it enough. And chat is not necessarily 5 minutes behind. I'm slow because I use my PC to answer the chat because on my phone chat just disappears. So you know, I'm slow. I'm slow. What else do we have I researched DMT or had a breakout yourself? No. I know about it because I watched the Joe Rogan Experience about it, and I've watched a lot of scientists and people who used it and whatever. Yeah, for the people who want to do that stuff, go do DMT. But for me, it's not something that I would like to do. Um, let's just keep it at that. Also, NEXT is in the house. Everyone say hi. Also, subscribe to NEXT. He makes amazing videos and he actually just moved to Luxor in Egypt. So he will be documenting his life there. And my grandfather's talking to me, so one sec. Yeah? Hmm? I don't know. He did not respond, so I don't know why he asked me. I told him I would be downstairs in an hour. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Do you have your own ideas on what the small stone card balls found in Scotland, Ireland might have been for, like the Tory stone, for example? Card balls. Stone card balls. I do know about the stone balls in Skara Brae, with the weird shapes and everything. I have no idea what they were for. They're incredibly intriguing. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I mean, I could research it, but there's not much information to uncover because we don't know much about it. So, yeah. Where was I? I'm very much confused that my grandpa called out my name and then was silent. Ever heard about these Venus figures made from stone? Most are from clay and bones. Yeah, there are some that are made of stone. Others are of indeed clay and bone. So yeah, I don't think the material used to create a Venus figure means much. You know? They were just depictions. Let's see. I'm not gonna say the word. Still not gonna say the word. Not gonna say that word. NEXT says hi, Grandpa. He's downstairs, like he's not even in the same room. I am sitting in the room that used to be my grandma's clothing room, with like all these cabinets were like filled with her clothes, and we had to like take them out and put them away, and that was really sad. This was also the room as a little girl. There would be like a big bed in here, and whenever I would sleep here in my grandparents' house, I would always be in this room. So it does feel homey to me to be in this room because yeah, I've been here so much growing up. Like I would spend entire summers with my grandparents, like 6 weeks on end. So yeah. Oh, even when you like try to be sneaky, Tony Frieden, was there a mega Azorius? Still not gonna say that word. Just not gonna say that word. You're 2 months too late. Did Cleopatra actually commit suicide or been murdered, or could she have escaped in anonymity as there's no proof of anything? I don't think that she could have escaped. Do not believe in that. So, no, she died. Either murdered or suicide, but she definitely, without a doubt, died. And I see NEXT being very sneaky here. So yeah, I will answer this question. Question, what are your plans for September 15 to 28 of this year? My plan, NEXT, is to join you and Johanna James in Egypt on your tour. Because I'm going on your tour. I'm still so excited, but I have not yet spoken about it anywhere because we decided not to do that yet because, tour was sold out and, keep it hush hush for now. But yeah, no, I'll be joining you on the tour in Egypt, the Esoteric Ancient Tech tour. And I'm super excited. Like, oh, so happy to go to Egypt. What else do we have for questions? It's alive. How can you research ancient civilizations such as early hominids if all of the research is just the logic of modern anthropologists? TM Space, thank you for the super chat. And the answer to that is not all the research has been done by the logic of modern anthropologists. There are archaeologists, paleontologists, and everything in between that do it as well. So we know from bone materials and artifacts that we found, we've seen a lot of stuff that explains a lot of like the early hominids, but it's not a civilization, it's cultures. A civilization is it's a term that needs to be updated. I've spoken about this with Professor Alberg while I was in Sweden at the Uppsala University. He and I agreed that the term civilization is used in a way to mention the city-state, like the birth of a city-state is the birth of civilization. That's the European term or definition of the term civilization. I personally I feel like we need to update that term because people are very confused as to what a civilization is, because people who lived, are they a civilization or not? Also, there is indeed one spot left on the tour with NEXT and Johanna that I'll be joining. So if anyone here in the chat just suddenly like now has the urge to join us, you can do that. And otherwise, Maybe be patient and there will be a future tour. We do not know yet. And NXT, link the tour site in the chat so that people can go there and they can check it out. What do I think about Tartaria? I have no idea. I'm not going to talk about things that I have not researched. I'm very strict in that because I don't like to spread misinformation. I really hate that. So I only speak about things that I've researched and that I have knowledge about, and if I do not have knowledge, I will not speak about it. It's better for me to do it this way. Let's see. Questions. Will I do maybe some live broadcasts like Uncharted X did in Egypt? I could possibly do that, but yeah, I mean, I do feel like NXT is going to document a lot of his life in Egypt. I think he started a playlist or something like that, living in Luxor. Yeah, go check out his channel and see what, life in Egypt and living in Egypt looks like and what it's all about. So yeah. What else do we have? I just saw your question again, Annie XD. Oh my god, I'm so excited to be going to Egypt. Oh, I'm so stoked. Ira Whiteside, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that I can't say Tartaria. I'm saying that I can't talk about it because it's not my place to talk about things that I have not researched. So yeah. Have you seen anything about ancient statues that show skeletal structure under the X-ray, and if that's a hoax? I'm not sure. I've seen some articles a couple years ago about it, but never really looked into it. So I could possibly look into that. And yes, the three of us, Annie XT, I, and Johanna, in Egypt. It's like another amazing group of people and creators. And oh my god, I can't wait to see what we will bring to you guys, the viewers, because I do feel like that's going to be like a once in a lifetime trip for me. What else do we have? Quanto costa? Enough. But you'll see things that otherwise you will not be able to see. That's why these tours with Annie XG are amazing, because you get special access to places that you just otherwise wouldn't be able to go to. So, yeah, like, I feel like if I had the chance to go to Egypt myself and pay for it and like visit some sites, yeah, that would be dope. But I would much rather prefer to be going on a tour with a group with people like Annie XT, because I know that the tour will be curated for you to see the very best that Egypt has to offer. You go to places with special access, like waking up and seeing the sunrise while standing at the paws of the Sphinx. Just the idea of that just boggles my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna experience that, actually. I'm actually going to experience that, and that's amazing. Like, me traveling there on my own would never be able to have an experience like that. So yes, tours are expensive, but they're expensive for a reason, because you get things that you otherwise would not be able to experience. So worth the money, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Ricky, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very slow, sorry. Forgive me. So yeah, what else do we have? It skipped again. Don't skip. Okay, what else? Neanderthals were just as smart as humans, or just as horrible. They could indeed have been just as horrible, but yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We will never know what Neanderthals actually were like, because the Homo sapiens, or modern humans who lived at the time, had no way of writing that down. There's just nothing that we can say about their level of nastiness, to just put it like that. No idea. Yeah, it's NXT. I'm so excited. Oh, I want to scream, but I can't because you can't scream at like 9 p.m. while your grandpa's downstairs watching TV. It's not going to be good for his heart. Like, I already had like a mini heart attack just now when he just out of the blue called out my name. What the hell? Um, there's a lot more to Australia than you know. Yeah, for sure. Australia has old stuff. A lot of old stuff. Anunnaki DNA Ape, thank you so much for the super chat. Um, don't know if I can go to Egypt, but if you'll come to Israel after. I don't know if I'll ever go to Israel. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Time will tell. Hank JB, thank you so much for the super chat. Talking about DONGS and stone balls, what's up with that? I mean, people have a dirty mind apparently. There were spiky stone balls found at like Skara Brae, and you want to go watch my Skara Brae video from like a year and a half ago? Go do that. I don't recommend though, because a year and a half ago I was very insecure in my YouTube videos and a lot more puffy because I was still gaining weight from quit smoking. So yeah. Yeah, I don't need anyone else to guide me but NEXT on a tour. So you know. I don't need anyone tell me in the chat that you want to guide me because that's not ever gonna happen. I'm sorry. Just never. Um, what else do we have? Hello, Wisconsin! Little Bear. Hi. I loved that 70s show. Watched that a lot with my cousins. Really, yeah, it was dope. In my country, we have Johannesburg if you're interested to taking a detour. A bit south of Egypt? You call Johannesburg a bit south of Egypt? Honey, Egypt is like north. Johannesburg is like way down south. Like opposite sides of the continent. It's not just, a little detour. It's complete opposite of the continent. And no, like maybe one day in the future that I go to South Africa, but I'm not seeing that happen anytime soon. I don't know anyone in South Africa to like say, can I stay with you for a little bit? No, not gonna happen. Sorry. Um, are there theories, and do you think ancient Egypt had shanty towns like populations of... Whoa, that... Sorry. Very professional. Are there theories, and do you think ancient Egypt had shanty towns like populations of poor people living in homeless cities near Mexico City today? It's possible. I don't know. I do know that like the workers usually lived close by the things that they created. Did I say this right? My brain is like very foggy still. I had nasty migraine last week or like a couple days ago, and it's still like messing with my brain a little bit, which is why my English is not very great at the moment. But yeah, it's possible, I think, but you're probably better off asking someone like NEXT a question like that because he's more knowledgeable about like Egypt itself than I am. But yeah, yes, travel with like-minded people and see things most tourists don't. Exactly, like that's why you do your tours, NEXT. You give people something that otherwise they wouldn't be able to experience, and you have like-minded people on your tour because they are already interested in Egypt, in like the esoteric stuff or the history of it, and they want to see the monuments. And yeah, for me, it also feels like the safest way to travel because I'm a woman, I'm alone, I'm blonde. I can be really dumb. Yes, Stein lives in South Africa, but like Stein is a bit, he's a bit of a weirdo sometimes. Do I trust someone like that to like with my life? I don't trust people in general. Like women, I usually sort of maybe trust a little bit, but yeah. The only reason I trust some people is because they've shown me that I can trust them, and then they tell me that I can trust another person, and then I put trust in that. Yes. But yeah, no. When's the tour? 15 September until 28th of September. And yes, the value definitely exceeds the price because the experience that you're going to have on that 2-week tour is priceless. And I absolutely, without a doubt, agree with you there, Annie XT. Absolutely agree with you. They need to study Zealandia off the east coast of Australia. They do, but it's hard to research certain things when it's like below the water in like the sea. So yeah, what else do we have? Fermis paradox. You have 42% Neanderthal DNA. No, you don't. No one has more than 4% of Neanderthal DNA. There are some people in Australia that have up to 5 or maybe even 6% of Denisovan DNA, but nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. Nothing. It's impossible. It's very much impossible. It's a state of mind thing regarding a little detour. A detour from like Egypt to Johannesburg. It's not a detour. It's travel to an entire different opposite end of the continent. Like, honey, I'm from the Netherlands. I can drive from the most northern part to the most southern part in 2.5 hours and I'll cross the border. I can cross the border within 2 hours from the place I currently live. That's how small the Netherlands is. It's tiny. So Egypt and Johannesburg, like, that's I can't even comprehend that. Let's just keep it like that. I'm from a tiny country, and it's flat. Like if there's a bump in the road, we call that a hill. If it's a bigger bump in the road, we call it a mountain. Officially, the Netherlands does not have any hills. It's just flat. So yeah, no, my country is funny. Thoughts on the Eye of Sahara? It looks intriguing and it's neither confirmed nor denied to be something. Those were my thoughts. Thank you to coming. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Took me like what? 5 seconds? I just don't know. Do or do not, there is no try. From my favorite philosopher, Yoda. And then, does that get followed up by to be or not to be? Ira Whiteside? Because, yeah, no. Is Savage Daughter your theme song? Yes, that is me singing the Savage Daughter song. Yeah, you're very right. That's me. Theme song, not necessarily. It's the latest short I uploaded, and usually I use my latest short as the trailer for my live streams and my premieres. Because, I don't know, I don't have a life, and I don't have anything else to do with these shorts, and I sometimes like to sing. I used to perform a lot, and in 2012 I got scared of performing, got very sick, and haven't performed since. So didn't sing for anyone else for about a decade, and now I'm slowly sort of trying with these shorts and see where that goes, but it's not my focus. So yeah, that is indeed me singing. I have a couple of them on the channel now. Just, don't go there. Don't watch them. It's earblood. Don't understand why people listen to it. I put it there, so that's why they listen, but yeah, you can click away. Do you believe there may still be ancient pyramids undiscovered by modern human beings? Yeah, in the Amazon or in in the rainforests in like South America or like Mexico. I do feel like that there's things that we still haven't discovered, like even pyramids. It's possible for sure. Didn't they find 3 new cairns at Newgrange? Not sure if they were cairns, but they have found post holes, so that shows that there was something there. But I'll be working with Anthony Murphy from Mythical Ireland, also another channel definitely check out and subscribe to. And he's not in the chat here, but that doesn't matter. I will be creating a video about megalithic artwork from Ireland, from like Newgrange and Noth and things like that. So if you want more information about like Irish megaliths and like cairns and things like that and the myths behind things, definitely check out Mythical Ireland from Anthony Murphy. I even have his like calendars. They're here, but I'm not gonna move my phone because if I do that, everything just gets ruined. Not gonna do that. Let's not ruin things, okay? Let's not. Chat keeps just scrolling very fast and it's annoying. Yes, after the tour with NEXT, your knowledge and consciousness will expand. I mean, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Yeah, like my mom is known as a bit of a hippie. She's not in the chat, so she can't like disagree with me. But she used to have like she used to have dreadlocks. She used to smoke weed. You know, that was my mom. She has like a massive butterfly tattoo on her chest. She went to Egypt in 2001, and yeah, she loved it. But I grew up with like very spiritual people around me and the esoteric stuff. It's probably the reason why I'm addicted to tarot cards. Like, no joke. I'll put a picture later on my Twitter, but like, I'm addicted to tarot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 regular tarot decks. Like, this is my special Thoth deck, but like, I've got 3 more regular Rider-Waite decks, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Oracle decks. I'm slightly addicted to, you know, tarot cards. I like to shuffle them, just like mindlessly shuffling my tarot cards. Not thinking of anything, just mindlessly shuffling them. Don't ask me why. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, sorry. If I had a time machine, where would I go and when? Yeah, I'll probably go to ancient Egypt or something like that. Like, I give different answers every time because every time I get that question, I think of different things. There's so much I would like to see. Yeah, go to adeptexpeditions.com and check out the tour of Egypt. And like, what you can do with adeptexpeditions.com, if you can't get a place on a tour and you still like to go on a tour in the future, just bookmark the page on your PC and like check in every 2, 3, 4 months to see if NEXT has already, you know, put a different tour on, because he does tours quite regularly, and I think that he will do them more regularly now that he lives in Egypt. So definitely bookmark it. Bookmark it. Just telling. Just saying. And yeah, didn't they stop planning the Sky Hill in the Netherlands? I have no idea what the Sky Hill is. I just know that we don't have hills. We do not have hills. Yeah, my TED Talk was fun. Would you sing on the Egypt tour? I don't like to sing when people like are physically around me. It makes me physically quite ill. Just thinking of it, just my stomach is already turning. I did karaoke in Egypt in 2019 while I was at a resort, and only because my ex-boyfriend was like telling me that I didn't have the guts to do it. So I just stood up and was like, nah, fuck you. I do have guts. So I did it and felt terrible afterwards. Did get compliments, but even then, like, is it worth the physical discomfort? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe, maybe not, probably not. Or like NEXT would like, if he puts me in like the Great Pyramid and just makes sure that everyone leaves, that maybe, maybe, probably not. Yeah, no. Mexico, yeah. Seriously, over 2,000 pyramids in Mexico, and they're still making new discoveries. And I even created a video, like about the undiscovered sites in Mexico that, you just we want to discover them, and we don't want them to get ruined by the train project. So, yeah, you know, yeah. I would love to actually go to Mexico one day and see the ruins there because it's incredible. Anthony Murphy indeed is awesome. I also love his live Irish myths. I sometimes am able to like pop in and say hi, and he always likes that. I remember that he was one of the first YouTubers or like creators on this platform that acknowledged my existence. So yeah, he's been very kind to me, and I love his work. The planes hit the pyramids? I don't know. Did the planes hit the pyramids? I don't think so. Or I'm missing something? Yeah, love tarot. Oh, if you love tarot, Megalith Hunter, I can like bring one or two or maybe three of my decks with me if you want. I mean, no problem. I'm addicted to them anyway. Do I know Aleister Crowley? Anton van Hasteren. Yeah, he's like actually the creator of the Thoth deck I just showed. So, yeah. Um, my mom did indeed smoke weed in Cairo in 2001, but that was before the Arabic or Arab Spring that happened in 2011. And yeah, Egypt did change a little bit between 2001 and 2022. I do not highly recommend trying to smoke that while you're in that country. Just, for safety reasons and stuff. But yeah, you do you, I guess. Like me going to Egypt was actually the reason why I eventually stopped smoking weed, because I was in Egypt, couldn't smoke it. I was at the resort for 2 weeks. I didn't miss it, and afterwards I was like, nah, I'm done. That's just how things go. So yeah, you can, if you go to adeptexpeditions.com, you can get yourself on a waiting list, and I think you get emailed or like notified when a new tour opens up. So yeah. Let's just get the cat out of the bag, NEXT. You wanna type it, or you wanna type it? You can do that. You can type it. Yeah. Um, which historical movie gives you nothing but cringe? Nothing but cringe? Ooh. I'm gonna have to think about that long and hard, because a lot of them give me a lot of feelings, including cringe. But like nothing but cringe? I have to think about that. Although I highly recommend Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because it's just perfection, and I think it's historically very accurate. That bunny. Oh, like the rabbit of Kerbanoch. Yes, I would like to wrestle that bunny. Yeah. And if you've flown with cannabis in your luggage, very fun, Firmus paradox. But like, keep your luggage away from mine. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. No, it's not gonna be. Annie XT. What can we arrange? Was that like the Mexico thing? Was that the Mexico thing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry. I'll keep my composure. You have tarot decks in Egypt? Very nice. I like that. I just love tarot decks. And okay, Megalith Hunter, I will be taking a couple tarot decks with me. I'll see what I can like go do. But yes, I love tarot. You know, my mom used to do my tarot with the Thoth deck because she has it as well, which is why I just had to have it. Okay. Oh, I say it. Okay. Well, Annie XT and I are planning to do a tour in January of 2023 in Egypt. So definitely bookmark adeptexpeditions.com if you want the latest information on the dates of that tour, because we're still in the planning phase and we do not have dates at this point in time, but we will soon like arrange everything and get it done, and he will then put it on the website. So go to adeptexpeditions.com, bookmark it, and check back in like a month or two and get your place in our tour. Do that. So yeah, definitely do that. I'm very excited. Oh, I was keeping that in so long. So dope. Oh, I'm super excited. Yeah, the weed in Egypt, like, just don't. You don't need weed when you're in Egypt. Just experience Egypt. Just experience Egypt. Don't smoke. It's bad for the lungs, I'll say. And when you quit smoking, you just out of the blue gain like 16 kilos, and then it takes you like a year and a half, nearly 2 years to get rid of all that excess weight that you didn't need in the first place. Like, at this point, I've quit smoking 2 years ago, and finally, my metabolism is back to normal. Only took me 2 years. Who would have thunked? So yes, tour, January 2023. Bookmark Adept Expeditions. Bookmark it! Like, I'm telling you, if you want to join me and Annie XT on a tour and uncover all these esoteric secrets and knowledge and wisdom from Egypt while going to these incredible monuments and these sites with special access, bookmark adeptexpeditions.com. I'm telling you. Do it! I'm getting so many. I see so many memes in my mind when I say things like "do it," like "do it." Ah, God. I talk too much in memes. My life is a meme. Do you girls have exploration hats for the expedition? I actually. Do I have it somewhere here? I have a hat. I have a hat. Let me see if I can find it. Like, I've got all my stuff boxed up in like these boxes. That's usually how you box things up, right? In boxes. But yeah, I might be a bit out of the screen, but I'm still here. Where's my hat? Where is my hat? No, can't find it. No. I mean, found it. Look at me. I have. Hey. I mean, I'm Inkliana Jones. But yeah, no, hats on Egypt. Sure. I mean, we can do hats, you know. Do I have a favorite esoteric author? I don't. I don't read enough about like the esoteric things because I grew up in it and I never really took the time to research it much beyond like growing up in it, you know. Yeah. I need to do that more, but I bury myself in work with like these videos, and if I'm not working, I'm either playing a game or I'm not in the vicinity of anything electrical, and I need to like buy more books. I don't have like many physical books at this point. Most of my books I left behind or I sold in the past. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, I the esoteric things, like for me, like I grew up in it. My mom, like we went to the festival of Dranouter in Dranouter, Belgium, with like lots of free-minded people. Let's just keep it at that. And we went to we traveled there and we went to all these abandoned buildings on our way to Belgium, and we stayed with people who were very open-minded and esoteric, and they were telling me things like I was about 8 or 9 at this point, and they were telling me all these amazing things from like the books they read. But I never really looked into like the authors or the books, and I definitely need to do that more. So you got me, Annie XT. I need to do more research. I agree. I do. What else do we have? Questions, things, saying things. How much is 16 kilograms in pounds? You can use a Google Converter, because I don't know. I don't know. No, Tony Frieden, Eurovision song in Holland. The ding dinga. I'm still not gonna say the word. You know? I told you guys, I'm not gonna say that word. I've said it way too many times in one video that was 27 minutes long. I'm not gonna ever say that word again on my channel. Did you used to blend ganja and tobacco? Yeah. And sometimes I would get these blunts, which are also with like weed and like taste, like strawberry or stuff, you know. And I would just put pure weed in that. And, oh, it was nice. Like I loved it. I loved smoking it. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's not gonna be something that I'll be doing for the rest of my life. I quit, and yeah. I used to smoke cigarettes religiously, and I quit smoking cigarettes for 2 years now, and I quit smoking weed for nearly 4 years now. So, yeah, quite a long time now. Meme is my favorite language. Good. Meme is the best language there is. Who do I bribe to climb the pyramids? Just don't climb them. Thank you. Like, people who do things like that actually ruin it for other people. Don't. Just don't. And I'm not Jimmy 2.0. I'm Inkleana Jones. Like, I'm Klee. Klee. That's my nickname usually. That also rhymes. This is not helping. This is not helping me. Henrik, help me. If you're still around, Henrik, help me. But yeah, you can indeed see the video trailer for the tour in September on AnnieXD's channel. And it shows a little bit more information and what we're going to do on the tour in September. So highly recommend checking that out. And Malibu Pear is very nice. Henrik, send help. Yes, send help. Help me. Help me. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. I watched way too many Jenna Marbles growing up. Like, boy. It's, Jenna did a number on me growing up. Let's see. Is this the Matrix game or movie? Matrix what? I only watched the first 3 movies. I've not watched the new one. Not sure I am gonna watch it. Might take me a year. I usually take like a year or something before I do things like that. What's my favorite era in history? The Neolithic. Yeah, without a doubt, the Neolithic. Although I do love the Mesolithic and the Paleolithic as well, like the Stone Age. Just Stone Age. So yeah. Ooh, Megalith Hunter, yes. Send me some recommendations for esoteric books. Yes, yes, yes. And AnnieXT, you too. Just send me recommendations. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Like, I'm everywhere. So, yeah. Do that. Definitely. Thoughts on Dorothy Eady? Henrik, why do you do this? Now I have to Google things. No, I'm not gonna Google things. We're gonna have, like, a chat about things later. Yeah. You grew up in esoteric stuff, but did you have any experience? No, I do not. No, I do not have, like, experience. No. No. I'm open-minded, but I've not personally had any experiences, and that's okay. You don't need to necessarily experience things to be open-minded and believe in them. Yeah, you know? Who is Jenna Marbles? For shame, that's blasphemous. Jenna Marbles was a YouTuber, a creator here on the platform that started in 2010, and she quit in 2020, and it still breaks my heart thinking about that. She glued 200 rhinestones on her face. She morphed herself into a chair. She became a green screen. Like, Jenna Marbles, she was, for me, a role model growing up because she was funny and she didn't need to be necessarily very sexy in the way that she dressed. She didn't need to show much of her body. She was just Jenna. She was Jenna, and she was amazing, and she's incredible, and I still love her. And maybe one day in the future, if I grow to a big enough size, I'll be able to maybe meet her someday. Would be wonderful. But yeah, Jenna Marbles. She's amazing. What's your recent and favorite games you've played? The most recent game I played, CSGO, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive. Yeah, I'm a bit of a CSGOer. And I also play The Witcher 3. I'm still in the last quest for the past 3 months, because I've not yet played anymore. I do have the Tomb Raider games, the last 3. I have Assassin's Creed Origins that I'm still playing. I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla ready. Not yet played them. When do I play games? I almost never play games. And when I do, it's usually just CSGO because I'm sort of pissy and pissed off. So I need to like shoot people. It's very bad of me to say that, but like sometimes I'm in a bad mood and I just need to like shoot. Which is usually the reason why I play a game. To like unwind and just shoot things. So yeah, what else? New Matrix isn't worth it. I've seen many conflicting statements on the new Matrix movie. Have I seen spirits or other unexplainable stuff? No, I've not seen anything, but when I was 12, my great-grandmother died, and about a week later, I was like doing my makeup in front of the mirror, and out of the blue, like my right shoulder became very warm. And yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know if like that is an experience or something. I just thought of her at the moment, and yeah, accepted it as yeah, happenstance. Something happened. I don't know what. I'm also very agnostic, so I believe that there's something out there, something. I just don't know what, and I'm not gonna name it ever. Never ever gonna name it. I'm just gonna be a good person, and that's how I'm going to live my life. So yeah. What is my next video going to be about, NEXT? It's about the Denisovans, and as I'm trying to research them, I find that there's not much known about them, which makes it really hard. And yeah, it's going to be like a bit of a shorter video, but trying to make it as the Neanderthal intelligence video. So like everything there is to know about them, I'm going to put in the video. So yeah, research taking a bit longer than I thought, because I was actually like planning to film today and I didn't. I got my booster shot and I decided let's do a live instead of stressing myself out and rushing this research and filming, because you know it feels better for me to like take the time. Take shrooms before the flight? Oh honey, no. I did truffles once. Not many people know this about me, but I did truffles once, and my skin felt like rubber, and it was a weird and surreal and awesome experience. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do that again, because as it turns out, I'm actually allergic to mushrooms and truffles and spores and yeast, as in wine and beer. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again. Sorry. So yeah, what else do we have? Please don't shout me, Tony Frieden. If that was a shout, then I've now shouted you. Sorry. That's why you play Fortnite, NEXT. NEXT, we need to play Fortnite. We like that's just gonna have to become a thing that has to happen. Wait, I did get like Oh, that Dorothy Eady. Yes, Henrik, we're gonna have like a chat about that later. So, chat about that later. Yes, and again, like the Dragon Man thing, I'll have to look into it. I'm not gonna like say anything about that because I've not looked into it. So, no knowledge, no me talking. And yes, NEXT, we're gonna have to play Fortnite once. It's just gonna have to happen. I just suck at building because I no longer have a controller to play with, because all the controllers I had were, well, like, belonged to my ex, and let's not go there. So I can only like use my keyboard and mouse, and like building with the keyboard is like even worse than me building with a controller. So like building and me not gonna happen in Fortnite, but we're gonna have to play a round or two. Just gonna have to do that. I'm good at shooting, I just suck at building. So I'll just ask Matt to like build for me, build wall. They'll probably do it. Things like that. Doom. I've never played Doom. Sorry. I've never played Doom. People hate me for that. You thought the Wachowskis were women. They're trans women. Yes. Yeah. So. And 1111, your ex is not dating my ex. I know that. I know that for sure. So, sorry. I'm just gonna laugh that off. It's funny that you think that. No one wants to date him. Trust me. Oh. Let's see. What else do we have? Is there anything else? Like, I've got about 15 minutes left before I'm just gonna like retire for the night because my brain is mush. It's very tired. Have I had my DNA tested? No, not yet. I'm planning to do that later this year. I'm not necessarily sure if I should have my DNA tested while I'm still living in the Netherlands, or if I should wait and have it tested or after I have moved to England. Because, yeah. Which would be better? Just not sure yet. Bye, NEXT. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, I love the chat too. Like, I do love esoteric stuff. And we're definitely gonna have fun in Egypt together. Like, I'm certain of that. Absolutely. Oh, and also, merch. I do have Don't Poop in the Forest mugs, and I now also have Don't Poop in the Forest t-shirts for men and women. So if you want to have a Don't Poop in the Forest merchandise item, go to historywithkayleeshop.com and get your own. And you can either have a t-shirt or a mug with Don't Poop in the Forest. And you know exactly what that means if you've seen my Neanderthal DNA and jewelry discovery video. Because I made that joke and people liked it. So, yeah, go get your own Don't Poop in the Forest stuff. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make them limited editions. I might announce in February that I'll be taking them off the merch store by March the 1st. And the capital letters of the words like Don't Poop in the Forest are my own personal handwriting to make like the stuff more personal, and the small letters I've added with Photoshop to make like give it a more clean look. But yeah, if you want Don't Poop in the Forest merch, go to historywithkayleeshop.com. Thank you. Thank you. What else do we have? I see shape-shifting stuff like I don't know. It doesn't matter that he and I broke up. It just, life is life. Things happen. And I'm now doing this. Enjoying life. Doing lives with you. What else do we have? Let's see. What else do we have? I don't know. You've sent your DNA. It's taken 3 months so far. I think I broke the machines. I don't know, screen name. It's possible. You broke stuff. No, I have not played the Code OR games. What else do we have? Don't test your DNA. Tony Frieden, if I want to test my DNA, I'm going to test my DNA. If I want to wear a red shirt, then I'm going to wear a red shirt. If I'm going to color my hair black, then I'm going to color my hair black. You don't tell someone else what to do or what not to do. That's not your place. People do whatever it is that they want to do, and that's okay. Like, that's life. You don't like people telling you what to do either, so don't do that to anyone else. You know? Let's just keep it as simple as that. What else? What else? Uh, Day in a row. My first day on my new job, I had to poop in the forest. I found a comfortable tree and used my napkins that were on hand. I feel for you. I feel for you. Oh my god. Yeah, no. I know a lot of people that have like actually really pooped in the forest, and they did like my joke. So yeah. um, what else do we have? Mm, you don't get my live stream kicked if you go into the deep stuff. Like really, YouTube really doesn't give a about me that much. Really not. Nope. But I don't speak about things that I'm not knowledgeable about. That's just not what I do. It's just not what I do. Um, what else do we see? What do I know about Skinwalker Ranch, Jackson and Johnson's? I've actually watched more than 20 documentaries and read things about Skinwalker Ranch, and it is indeed a very intriguing plot of land. And I do feel like bad things have happened on the soil of that land. But yeah, I'm not sure like what's real, what's true. None of the documentaries that I've seen actually like showed anything as evidence. So heard lots of stories, watched enough information, on the fence, but it's intriguing for sure. What else do we have? If you could visit ancient Netherlands, what would you want to see first? The dolmens. I would want to see the dolmens because in ancient times they weren't dolmens. They were burial mounds like Newgrange and Noth and like actual passage tombs. We just see the skeletal remains nowadays, which is the dolmen that we see, but like it used to be covered in a mound structure. So yeah. Also, Vikings indeed came from Scandinavia, but we in the Netherlands had the Frisians, and the Vikings tried to um, defeat the Frisians like they did with all the other people they came across. And actually, they weren't able to defeat the Frisians because the Frisians were like one of the very few people that were like an equal match. So the Vikings decided to trade with the Frisians, and so they had a trading post in Friesland, the Netherlands, and a lot of their goods and gold and stuff and like nice bling came through the Frisians to be taken into Scandinavia. So yeah. Yeah. Not many people know that. Um let's see. I don't I don't care what they do with my DNA. Honey, please, honey. Have you seen me? Have you seen me? I don't care what they do with my DNA. If I want my DNA tested, I'm gonna get my DNA tested. And if I want my DNA tested and then a university to go with my information and my genome and whatever in my DNA and figure out to which ancient civilization I'm related to, I want to do that. I want to figure out, am I like related to the Celts or am I related to a special, like I know that I'm related to a certain Germanic tribe, but that's the only thing I know. I still have like 3 other points of family that I have no clue about. So I want my DNA tested. And that's just gonna happen. And I know I'm not Finnish, I'm Dutch. The Netherlands. The lowlands. It's a flat country. Very flat. Very flat. It's the flattest country I know of. Um, let's see. Am I and Johanna going on an investigative journey? Like what would describe investigative journey? We're going to see ancient things and see what we can uncover while we're there. So is that an investigative journey? Hmm? Hmm? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, one person's technology is another person's magic. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Do you think the Vatican is hiding ancient discoveries? Not necessarily ancient discoveries. I just feel like they have special versions of like the Bible and ancient texts that, yeah, they just want to keep safe from other people. And is that bad? Is that good? I don't know. I've not been to the Vatican Library. I don't know what they have. I don't know what they keep from us. We can like hypothesize and stuff, but we don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Tony Weasel, what is my anchor in life? Can you rephrase that question? Because, like I said, I had this migraine a couple days ago. My mind is still a bit not completely functional. The fact that I'm able to like talk English like this is already a lot. No, I'm not Finnish. Let's see, what else do we have? Sounds like Philip II of Spain should have learned from the Vikings and left the Netherlands alone, don't you think? Yes, Robert. Yes, we did not need that 80 years war. Damn the Spanish king. And the worst of all, is that in our national anthem, we actually speak highly of the Spanish king. Why? 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 I'll never get that. I'll never understand. We've honored the Spanish king. It's I think the Dutch national anthem is a bit weird. Eh. Yeah, migraines leave my brain like mush for like 3, 4, 5 days afterwards, which means that I'm officially still in the migraine just without the pain. Yeah. Yeah, migraines suck. But yeah, thankfully I don't have the pain anymore. So that's good. Any other fun questions? The Netherlands started this flat earth rumor. They wish. No, just that my country is flat. We know everything else is round. But yeah, when did I learn English? English? I never learned English. No, I learned English from a young age. My mom spoke it quite a bit when I was young, and we watched a lot of stuff in English growing up. So yeah, I think and dream in both Dutch and English. My brain is very bilingual. And sometimes I don't know the English word of something and then I say it in Dutch, or don't know the word in either language and then I'm just, screwed. Things like that happen. So if anyone has a fun question, here in the last moments, because it's nearly 2 hours that I've been live and I feel like I'm gonna go collapse and sleep for a long time very soon. Because I got the booster shot today and I'm kind of a little bit maybe very tired. So you like how I can roll my R's. Graag gedaan. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't think I really speak in my dreams that much or actually see people's faces. Oh, I speak and a lot and I see a lot of faces and sometimes I dream in black and white too. Depends. I don't know about Rh negative blood, so I'm not going to talk about that, Natural Explorer. Sorry, when I don't know something, I don't talk about it. That's just best for everyone. Um, what else do we have? Your English is perfect American English. Well, thank you, Ryan Davis. Thank you. That's such a compliment. Thank you very much. And to HML, lower score picks. Don't ask me questions like that, thank you. Moving on. Oldest footprint still in Greece, Chris McCleary. Yes! Yes! Oldest human or hominid footprints, 6 million years old, still in Greece. Yes. Have you seen the 45-minute long interview I had with Professor Alberg about those footprints? If you haven't, check it out on the channel. Because yes, they are the oldest hominid footprints, and it's amazing. My mom is not an American, she's Dutch. She's very Dutch, but she wanted us to, grow up using more than one language, because later in life we would reap the benefits. And she was right. She was absolutely right. If you want a flat plate by Saskatchewan, the Netherlands has nothing on it, Ricky. Maybe one day I'll go there. I would love to. So, yeah. Henrik, the fun fact that you shared looks like ubu. I'm sorry. It looks like ubu. Ubu. Habsburgs, or ancient Dutch ritual for sticking it into the British by saying your dumb song about God save your king is stupid. Even the Spanish will get acknowledged for the Dutch. Funny. What else do we have? Uppsala. Have I been to Hogahaugen in Uppsala? Yes. I've been to Gamla Uppsala, I've been to Hogahaugen and Valsgerde burial mounds, and I will go back in June to visit all three again. And at that point in time, I will have footage in wintertime and footage in summertime. And so somewhere in the summer, around July, I will probably create 3 separate videos about Gamla Uppsala, Hogahaugen, and Valsgerde burial mound, or grafveld. Yeah, they will be covered on the channel, but I want footage from both winter times and summer times, because the difference in like the surroundings and the way it looks will be incredible. And I think it would be a shame if I were to push those videos to this point in time. So yeah. But yeah, I went to Hogahaugen and it was amazing and I loved it. Yeah. Excited to go back. Favorite theme park ride, Robert Pizer. You don't want to know because I hate roller coasters. I absolutely hate and despise roller coasters. Sorry. I've been in a couple of them and I hated it, and I prefer not to do that ever again. Yes, I can sing. I can't say that I'm any good, but I sing. I think everyone can sing. Yeah, hominid feet do look similar to modern human feet. They're just different in the way that they're shaped. They're usually our feet are very narrow, and their feet are like more rounded, more big. But yeah, what music do I listen to? I have Spotify playlists. Where's Spotify? Where's Spotify? Here's Spotify. I can share, copy link to playlist. So if you're in my chat right now, I can share my Spotify playlist. It's called Relax. And it has all my favorite songs in them and more. So there you go. It's my Spotify playlist. From that you can find my Spotify account and my other playlists. So enjoy. I have a music of my life playlists with playlist with how many hours of music is that again? 123 hours and 42 minutes. It's got 1,804 songs. Enjoy. Way too much. Is there a toilet in one of the pyramids? Why would there be a toilet in one of the pyramids? I'm confused. so confused right now. Have I heard about the Denisovan juvenile jawbone found in China in a cave? Yes. Currently working on set research in my Denisovan video, Daniel Whittaker. So it will be on the channel in a couple of days. It might take me 4 or 5 days depending on this booster shot. She shot me in the vein. Like my arm is not having it right now. But yeah. Yeah. I will create that video later this week. It just take me a couple days. Let's see. What's a typical Dutch snack and what do I enjoy? Olaf from Texas. Jamie Vega. Typical Dutch snack. Stroopwafel. Poffertjes. Frikandel. Kroket. Boterkoek. Pepernoten. What else do we have? Roze koeken. Speculaas. And my favorite poffertjes. Because like they're miniature, nano, tiny, fluffy, poofy pancakes. Bitterballen. Juist. Sorry. Bitterballen. I love bitterballen. So yeah, those were a lot of R's. Sorry. That's the Dutch language for you. Just like my G in Dutch will be gehaktbal. Like a meatball. So yeah, have I spoken to Johanna recently? I spoke to Johanna, or I speak to Johanna like at least once a week. Something like that. I spoke to her earlier today. I spoke to her yesterday. We are often in contact. Yeah. So, yeah. What else do we have? Last stuff, because I'm already 7 minutes beyond what I wanted to do. Have I heard any bluegrass? Yeah, I've heard some bluegrass, but I don't know anything by saying like, bam, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard it and it's nice music. I just don't know any songs by name or anything. How do I have so much energy so late in the evening? Well, it's 10 p.m., so it's not that late. I'm a night owl. I'm usually up until like 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 or 5 a.m. My brain is on all the time. So while my body can be like, I want to die, my brain will just be da 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 da. Sometimes I think I'm a little bit an ADHD person, but yeah, it's not been confirmed nor denied. So I have a lot of energy. What do I think about Oak Island? Oak Island, they tried. They tried to figure things out and haven't found anything for real. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Oak Island. I've seen so many episodes of Oak Island and they've never really like found anything. And it just keeps going for season after season after season after season. Is it normal for Dutch people to motorbike? Quite, yeah. Lots of people I know actually have their license for that. So, would I be afraid of a Cyclops giant? No, I would just punch him in the eye. You can't see me anymore. It's just one eye. It's just one punch. Hey. Sorry, I'm so not funny. You should do some research about those handbags. Raleigh Refinery. Actually, you could go to David Miano's video on World of Antiquity because he made a video about those handbags. And I actually loved it. And I don't need to add much more on that. So, World of Antiquity and Ancient Handbags. Go watch it. Let's see, what else do we have? What did I study at university? I didn't go to university, honey. I'm a high school dropout. I've never finished school. So, Megalith Hunter, you started getting yourself off to sleep by counting dolmens. Like, this is why you and I are good friends, and we're becoming very good friends in the future. I already know, because, yeah, I'm the same. That brain is just... I go to sleep now by laying in bed and just scrolling on TikTok until I yawn. It works like a charm. Yeah, it's dope. So I'm gonna pick out one last question, and after that I am going to call it a night. So what do we have? One last fun good question. What jewelry did Julius Caesar give Cleopatra, and do you still have some of them after your first visit to Egypt? I have no idea what that question is. Honestly, no idea. No idea. What would I have? I went to a resort in Egypt twice. I didn't even go off the resort, besides one desert safari where we drove into the desert and went to a Bedouin camp. So, yeah, no. Oak Island finally cancelled. Well, it was about time. It was about time. I've seen so many episodes. Oh my god. Okay. This was it. This was my live stream. And on the Egyptian pregnancy test thing with like the wheat and barley, my sister eventually asked me to drop it, let it go. She didn't feel comfortable, and she already now knows what it is, and it's between family until it's born. So I can't tell you guys what it is that's going to be born. But yeah, it's at least healthy, and that's most important. And she just didn't feel comfortable doing it. And I don't know, you don't tell a pregnant woman what to do. So I let it go, and that's just it. And that's all right. So, I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I had a good time. Go check out Megalith Hunter on YouTube and all her other social media pages. Go check out NEXT on YouTube and all other social media. I can't talk anymore. Whew. Social media pages. Go to adeptexpeditions.com, bookmark it for the future tour in January 2023 of me and NEXT in Egypt with special access and all the whole shebang. I will be going to Malta in the end of February. I'll be going to Egypt in September on the NEXT Johanna James tour. Thank you so much for joining me. Go get your Don't Poop in the Forest merch on historywithkayleeshop.com. And yeah, I'll see you next time in a couple days with the Denisovan video. It might take me 4 or 5 days to make that because booster shot, I could get sick. Last 2 times I got a shot, the next day I felt horrid and had high fevers, which just means that the vaccine is working. If you get sick, it just shows that your body is like working with it. Your entire immune system is working to create those antibodies that you need. So, I mean, I could get sick for a bit here, and that's all right. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good day, have a good night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time in a couple days, and I'll be premiering as always. So, thank you for joining me. Bye!